Hello everyone. So today there's a lot of people in the kitchen, but I am going to be making Mexican hot chocolate. I wanted to do it before New Year's Eve, but it ended up being 11:30 before it was actually time to sit down. We were still cooking. So I'm making it today, which is New Year's Day. And if you guys are wondering, I put my hair in some section braids and it's kind of flat and tied down right now, so that's why it's looking like that. Anyway, I am very excited. First I wanted to make Champurrado, but it's thicker and it has corn masa flour that I got from the store. I wanted to get Bob's Ready Meal, but I got this from Walmart. Okay, so I have a huge pot. I don't know how many quarts this pot is. A 6-quart pot. So I'm going to probably take a break from the video and look up some more recipes, but I'm very, very excited. Mexican hot chocolate. I'm going to basically do a mix of Champurrado and Mexican hot chocolate, because I know there is a difference. One is thick and creamy, one is a bit more, it's basically like hot chocolate but spiced. That's what I want. I'm going to do about this much. We have a half cup. I actually think that's about as much as I want to do. I don't want it to be too thick. That's exactly how much I want to do. Perfect. Go. Have some cocoa powder from good old Trader Joe's. A heat-safe bowl. Some semi-sweet chocolate. I want to reinforce the chocolate flavor. I'm going to do about, say, that much chocolate. And then we're going to do about a few things of cocoa powder. I have some boiling water here, so I'm going to add that on top. Is that the chocolate? Is that the Mexican chocolate? No, this is not the Mexican chocolate. I put it over, I made my own basically double boiler. Some of you may think I should add some oil or a little bit of water to help make it a little bit more, smooth, but it'll smoothen up. It's also going to go into the hot chocolate once the hot chocolate is like on the last stages of being done. My chocolate is completely melted. I take it off of the heat. I heated up my cast iron pan, and I'm going to add in my flour. I'm going to toast it off until it gets a little golden and I start smelling something. The way it smells now, it smells absolutely delicious. After you're done toasting it, right? After toasting off my flour, I went to start on the base of the hot chocolate, which is a cinnamon stick and some clove. And I tried the over the fire method, but it ended up smelling burnt. Did not work. I am going to just put the cinnamon in the pot with the milk. Boom. Turn that on. And I got the abuelita. I'm getting some filtered water to fill this up. Now it's time to really start cooking. So I added in that cinnamon and toasted it off along with a few cloves. And once it smelled fragrant enough, I went ahead and added my water and also chopped up my abuelita chocolate, which is the Mexican hot chocolate drink tablets. And I went ahead and just kind of used some scissors to cut it up, because I've seen many people use like a mallet or meat tenderizer, but that did not work for me and I did not have that. And I scooped out some of the water because I didn't want too much. Some organic A2 milk. We usually use Alexander brand or 365 Whole Foods brand, but today this is Kirkland Costco A2 protein whole milk. Now, some of you guys may be asking, what is A2 protein whole milk? Majority of milk in America gets milk from cows that their milk, when they get that milk out, it has the A1 protein in it. And A1 protein has been found to cause inflammation in lots of people. That's why a lot of people say, oh, I'm lactose intolerant, or I have the caseins in which are kind of like the molecular and the structure makeup of milk does not agree with many people. But A2 protein, there are certain breeds of cows that produce not the A1 protein in their milk, but the A2 protein, and the A2 protein does not have that effect in many people's bodies. So I found that this type of milk, A2 milk, which has been, I've found now has gotten more popular, in grocery stores does not have that same effect. So we got some A2 protein milk here, and the mixture is bubbling now. We'll take the mixture off. Let's see how it looks. And we're going to, oh gosh, and we're going to reduce it. Now we're going to add in my hot, chunky chocolate mixture. After that, I just let the chocolate melt into the mixture, and I like to smell it just to make sure that it's just smelling on point, and just to use all my senses. I added a bit of sugar. I could tell it was a little bit bitter, and I whisked in the rest of the chocolate. Then I added in the milk, and I did it in stages just so everything's well incorporated. And I also added a full can of evaporated milk. Now, I kind of wish I added in some sweetened condensed milk, but it'll be all right.
Hello everyone, it's Cameron. I'm making churros, and here the oil is ready.
Go, Cameron, go ahead.
It looks like a plantain.
Put some more on the oil.
I don't have a piping tip for churros, so we just use a Ziploc bag. So that's why it's just like, a straight, little stick. But it's alright. It's churros.
So the hot chocolate is coming together. The flavor wasn't as deep as I would like it to be, so I'm going to bring it up to a boil. Guess what, y'all? I kind of cheated. I added a little bit of this. The flavor was not as deep as I would want it to be, and I knew that would give it like the signature hot chocolate flavor, so I added a little bit of this, and then just a few dashes like of this. And then I've yet to put in this.
Please put them over here.
That's a little too much sugar. Now I'm slowly whisking in the corn masa flour mixture, and it was really coming together. The hot chocolate is a hit. So it is done. It's right here. And I'm going to put it in the living room because it is burning hot. Chocolat. Okay, the hot chocolate is gonna go down. So everything turned out miraculously. We have some chocolate chips if people want to dump a little extra chocolate in their hot chocolate. Then we have Cameron's churros that turned out beautifully. Dad, can you bring in the whipped cream?
And marshmallows.
How was it using the chocolate?
It was fine. The chocolate was
How many tablets you use for this?
2. Oh gosh.
That's all cream.
So I'm really excited about this. I put a churro in my hot chocolate, and to say the least, it was bomb. And we ended the night on Virgin River. Thanks so much for watching, y'all. Hey, y'all. So we're in here cleaning up now. And it's basically 2:12 in the morning. Way past the time we got off the couch and finished the churros and the hot chocolate. It was a hit. Everybody loved it. And I'm sorry I didn't get more shots of it, honestly. And as you can see, I'm really tired now. And I'm gonna go wash my face, the usual, and get in the bed. And of course, the last thing that's on TV is this HD TV. You always turn back to it. I mean, it just never gets old. Today, I was keeping house. I should have probably vlogged the entire day. I woke up and I made breakfast. Then I supervised Milan, my little sister, make her own breakfast because she likes to be independent. And it was just a pretty chill day. I did the dishes and played bingo.
Very chill New Year's Day.
Yeah, very chill New Year's Day. Watched Virgin River. Yeah, we had like a family meetup prayer to bring in the new year. So, time to hit the hay. Thank you guys for watching. I know it was kind of like all over the place. Food, and then now I'm talking about this, but hey, I am going to really hone in on this channel and make a lot of more focused content regarding beauty, food, just really everything that pertains to life. So thank you so much for watching. God bless you all, and have a very, very happy new year. Bye. And turn on those notifications so you know when a new video pops up. Thank you.